There are two sides to every presentation. You are speaking, but an audience is listening. If you want to give a great presentation, you need to know about people. The more you understand how people think and learn, hear, see, react, decide, the better able you will be to put together a presentation that informs, inspires, and motivates. So here are 5 things that great presenters know about people. Number 1, people learn best in 20-minute chunks. When I'm coaching and mentoring people on presentations, I tell them to go watch TED Talks. If you aren't familiar with TED Talks, you should check it out at TED.com. These are short talks by accomplished people in their fields. And interestingly, most TED Talks are 20 minutes long. I think that's one reason they're so effective. These same presentations stretched out to an hour might not be so brilliant. Maureen Murphy tested the idea that 20-minute presentations are the right amount of time. She had adults attend a 60-minute presentation and the same presentation broken up into 20-minute chunks. She wanted to see if there would be a difference in people's memory of the talk and also their reaction to the talk. When the presentation was chunked into 20-minute segments, people enjoyed the presentation more, they learned more, and they retained the information longer. Most of us give presentations that are often longer than 20 minutes. So if you have a presentation that's longer, see if you can build in some kind of change every 20 minutes. Maybe take a break, a short stretch break, or have an activity or an exercise. Number 2, multiple sensory channels compete. During a presentation, there are 2 sensory channels that are the most active, visual and auditory. Your audience is looking at you and listening to you. They're also possibly looking at slides you're showing. If the slides are visuals that are easy to understand, like photos or diagrams that add extra context and meaning, then having these multiple channels, audio and visual, are a positive experience for the audience. But if the slides are hard to read, if they're complicated, if there's a lot of text on them, then the visual channel is going to be distracting. The visual channel trumps auditory. We are very visual creatures, so if you have complicated information for people to read or look at, then they're not going to be listening to you anymore. So in particular, the sensory combination of slides that are filled with text and a speaker who is talking is just a bad combination. As soon as people are reading, they're not listening to you. You don't have to use slides in a presentation. Try putting your presentation together without any slides first and then decide if any of your points would be enhanced by the use of a visual example or illustration. You know what I call slides with a lot of text on them? Your notes. If you feel you need slides with text, it's probably because you feel you need notes. But you don't have to show the audience your notes. Number 3, what you say is only part of your message. The research in psychology over the last 15 years has revealed that people process information unconsciously and make very quick, like 1 second or less, unconscious decisions about other people. People react to not only your message, but your voice, your stance, your facial expressions, and your hand movements. There's a special field of study called paralinguistics, which studies how information is communicated besides the words that you say. For instance, I can say, I'd love to go to the store with you. Or I can say, I'd love to go to the store with you. In either case, I've said exactly the same words, but the paralinguistics of the message is totally different. You want to think about how you are saying what you're saying, not just the words. One of the best things that you can do is record a video of yourself giving a presentation, either a real one or just record a practice, and take a look at it and see what your body language and listen for what your paralinguistics are saying. Number 4, if you want people to act, you have to call them to action. Recently, I attended a fundraiser. The speaker got up and gave a pretty good speech. I think he could have used a speech coach, but at the end, he didn't have a call to action. He was trying to raise funds, but he didn't ask for the money at the end of the presentation. There were people walking around after the presentation with jars so you could donate, but no one had actually asked for the money. At the end of your presentation, be very specific about exactly what you want your audience to do. Number 5, people imitate your emotions and feel your feelings. People imitate what they see. If you are smiling, they tend to smile. If you're energetic, they'll be energetic. When you are passionate about your topic, your audience will be passionate. People like to watch and listen to someone who's animated and excited about what they're talking about. If your topic gets you excited, don't hold back. Show how you feel. That feeling will be contagious. So there you have it. 5 things you need to know about people in order to give a better presentation. If you're interested in more ideas like this, check out my book, 100 Things Every Presenter Needs to Know About People.